In this video we will touch upon important, deep and ancient matters of the universe, and the very structure of reality itself. What I am about to reveal has been guarded for centuries, hidden from ordinary eyes, because this knowledge changes everything. Once these words enter your mind, they will never leave. You will begin to see the invisible threads that connect every person, every conversation, every silent glance. You will understand who truly feeds on your life force, and how willingly you have been giving it away. By choosing to watch this interview until the end, you accept full responsibility for the forces you may awaken inside yourself and around you. Some doors, once opened, cannot be closed. Some eyes, once opened, cannot be blinded again. The entities I speak of do not forget those who have heard their names. If you are not ready to carry this weight, if the thought of being food for unseen predators frightens you more than the comfort of ignorance, stop the video now. Turn it off. Forget you ever found this channel. But if you dare to know the truth, if you are ready to stop being prey and become the one who guards his own light, then breathe deeply, my friend, and step with me into the shadows. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining me in this remote space tonight. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining me in this remote space tonight. I am speaking to you from the shadows, where the veil is thin and the unseen forces move freely. My name is not important, but what I carry inside me is. For over 20 years I have walked the hidden paths of the occult, rituals in forgotten forests, conversations with beings that have no bodies, and journeys through the astral where the soul leaves the flesh behind. What I am about to reveal to you now is not theory. It is lived truth. And the first truth, the one that burns in my chest every single day, is this: for them, you are food. Most people go through life never noticing the energy exchange that happens in every conversation, every glance, every silent moment. But you and I, we are energetic beings. Our souls are not locked inside these fragile bodies. They radiate. They pulse. They feed, and they are fed upon. There are two kinds of people you meet in this world. The first kind carries a light so bright that even their silence charges you. You have felt it. Maybe you saw them once on a screen, a teacher, a mystic, a stranger who looked straight into the camera and something inside you woke up. You walked away from that encounter floating, filled with joy, ready to conquer mountains. Their energy has no distance. It crosses oceans, it crosses screens, it crosses time itself. These souls have cultivated their inner fire through discipline, through belief, through years of inner work. They give without taking. They inspire without demanding. I have stood in the presence of such beings during my initiations, and after 1 hour with them I could perform rituals that would normally drain me for days. That is the natural order, the flow of divine light from higher to lower. But then, there is the second kind. After a short conversation with them you feel something has been stolen. You cannot explain it. No insults were spoken. No obvious harm was done. Yet the rest of your day collapses. Your hands shake. Your thoughts scatter like leaves in a storm. You feel empty, heavy, broken. You know exactly what I am talking about, don't you? You have met them. We all have. I call them energy vampires. And in my long years of occult practice I have learned that they are not simply rude or negative people. Many of them are vessels, conscious or unconscious, for lower astral entities that hunger for human life force. They do not drink blood. They drink your vitality, your joy, your future. And the worst part? Most of the time you hand it to them willingly. There are two main ways they feed, openly and in secret. Let me take you into the open type first, because it is easier to recognize, though harder to stop. Picture this: you are working in a shop, behind the counter. A customer walks in and asks for a specific item. You check. It is not in stock. A normal person thanks you and leaves with a smile. But the vampire does not accept. No, he starts flooding you with words. He tells you why he needs it so desperately. He repeats the same question 3, 4, 5 times. Then he shifts. Suddenly you are hearing about his cat that gave birth yesterday, about the neighbors who just remodeled their kitchen, about his granddaughter's wedding that cost him a fortune. None of it has anything to do with the item. He is not buying. He is feeding. Every unnecessary word is a hook pulling your attention, your patience, your life force. Most good people cannot resist. We were raised to be polite. We were taught that it is rude to interrupt or walk away. So we stand there, smiling, nodding, slowly dying inside while this person drains us dry. I have watched students of mine come to me after such encounters, pale, exhausted, eyes sunken, and they whisper, "I don't know what happened. I just felt so tired." Now the hidden type, this one is far more dangerous because it wears the mask of friendship, of care, of admiration. These vampires do not attack in 5 minutes. They need 20, 30 minutes minimum. They creep under your skin slowly. They make you trust them. They compliment you. They laugh at your jokes. They might even flirt a little. And then, when you are open, they strike. I have seen it countless times. A client comes to me for a reading. She mentions she is struggling with money. Instead of offering help or staying silent, the hidden vampire smiles sweetly and begins to boast, "Oh darling, I just bought myself a new car, the most expensive model. It drives like a dream. You should see the leather seats." She watches your face while she speaks. She sees the pain flash in your eyes, and that pain is her meal. Or the other favorite tactic, subtle humiliation disguised as advice. "You know, you're working so hard on that little project of yours, but honestly, it looks like you're wasting your time. Look at me, I followed the right path and now everything flows. Maybe you should change everything you're doing." She smiles, waves goodbye, and leaves. You are left with a crushing weight on your chest. Your mood evaporates. All you want is to crawl into bed and disappear. I remember the first time a hidden vampire fed on me. It was during my early years of training. A woman I considered a friend came to my home under the pretense of spiritual discussion. For 40 minutes she talked only about her successes, her travels, her perfect life. Every sentence was a needle. When she finally left, I sat on the floor and cried, not from sadness, but from the sudden emptiness. My aura was torn. My protective circles had failed because I had let her in willingly. That night I performed my first true binding ritual on myself, and I vowed never again. Now listen carefully, because this is where the real occult knowledge begins. What you call magic is nothing more than elementary physics of the subtle worlds. Every word you speak, every thought you hold, every emotion you feel is that wave carries either a positive charge or a negative one. Positive emotions, genuine joy, love, inspiration, they raise your frequency. They fill you. They are plus. But every act of belittling, every subtle comparison that makes you feel small, every